Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would share with you my monthly favorites for the month of May. I have quite a few things. Some are new, some are not new. But I thought I would jump in and show them to you very quickly. The first one is a foundation that I was testing and I talked about in one of my previous videos, and it is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So I did end up buying the full size of this foundation. I very surprisingly really like this foundation. It's a Longwear foundation. Longwear foundations and I typically do not get along. They tend to look very dry on the skin. You know, they get cakey really easily. I don't have that issue with this foundation. This, I will say, as far as foundations go, typically you get an ounce with foundation. With this one you only get 0.84 ounces, which is not a huge deal for me because the price point is, I think it's retails for $32 maybe, so it's not a super high-end foundation. And I also find that you don't need a lot of this foundation. So I love the finish of this foundation. It's sort of it's not matte, it's not dewy, but it's not matte. I think I said matte-ish in one of my videos, and I find that to be true. It sort of looks like skin. It's not dewy, but it's not super matte, and it does, for some reason, give my face, it's just brighten. I don't want to say it gives a glow because it's not glowy. It just sort of brightens your face. I have really been enjoying this. It dries very quickly when you go to apply it, so application is critical to get this to look right. So I find if you work in small sections with a beauty blender, it's the perfect way to apply it. I love this foundation. I just love it. I am, for those of you who are curious, NC 25, which is very different from what I wear in other MAC foundations. I find I'm typically an NW, but I found the NW foundations in this particular foundation to be very, very pink, too pink for me, so I went with an NC, and I really like it. I also think they run a little bit lighter. I'm typically an NW 20. I went with an NC 25, and it seems to be a really, really good match. So if you haven't tried this, I highly recommend getting a sample from MAC. I really, really like it. And it's summertime, and it's going to be great for humid, hot days when you have to be outside. Love it. I've also, because it's supposed to be sort of summertime, although it's not warm where I live, I've pulled out my Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer. I love these. I talked about these a lot last year. It's just for those of you who aren't familiar, it's just like a liquid highlighter, bronzer, whatever. This is the color 10. I have a few colors of this. This goes on the skin beautifully. It blends in just beautifully. It gives just a nice glow to the skin. Here it is blended out. You could also mix this with a foundation if you want to add a little more color and shine to your foundation. These are fantastic. They're one of my favorite products from Armani. They are, I think they run like $60-ish, but this bottle will last you forever because you really just use like a drop of it depending on what you're doing. So I love these. I pulled this back out. Been using it all the time. Another favorite I just talked about in a haul video, and I love this, and it's my Chantecaille, let's get the name right, Le Chrome Luxe Eye Duo, and this one is in the color Gardens of Marrakesh. I love these colors, and I love this this formula. So here they are. It's a beautiful like golden tan, and then it's a lilac color. You can use these shadows wet or dry. They're perfect for summertime because, you know, they have a lot of dimension to them, so they're great for just a quick wash of color on the lid, and then, you know, add some liner and mascara and you have a very simple look. Or you can wet them and they become very, very metallic. I talked about it, I think, in my last video, that they came out with this formula in like the fall holiday time frame, and it was very, very glittery and not very pigmented. So they've reformulated the shadows, and this is the new formulation. I really like them now. I didn't like the previous version of this, but I love these shadows. So and I've had these for almost 2 weeks now, so I felt comfortable saying they're a favorite because I wear them almost every day. I have the tan one on today with a couple other things, but I love the finish. I love the way it looks on my lids. I don't get a bunch of fallout on my face or anything like that. Beautiful, beautiful product. Love it. Okay, in an effort to, so one of my sort of commitments to myself this summer is that I'm going to try and wear some brighter lips and that kind of thing. Not super bright, but I am adding some color. And while I just got this product and, some would say maybe it's too soon to call it a favorite, I know that this is going to be a favorite because I've been wearing it every day since I got it. And it's the MAC Lip Glass in the color Domestic Diva. It's a bright, bright pink. Very shimmery, but it wears off the lips very nicely. I'm wearing this today over another MAC lipstick, which has become sort of a favorite combo for me, and I'll talk about that lipstick as well. But I love this. This is limited edition, so if you sort of dig the color, you got to get it now. I will show you a swatch. It's fairly pigmented as far as color goes. So there's just one swipe of it. It's a beautiful bright pink. It, of course, depending on the color of your lips, may look like a different color unless if you really want this color, then, put a nude lipstick on or, a little bit of concealer on your lips and you'll get that pop of pink. Because if you have really mauvey lips or brown lips, you might not get the pop of pink. I love this, really love it. And I've been wearing it with another MAC lipstick, and this is in the color Grand Dame or Grand Dame. This is one of their mineralized lipsticks. This is just a beautiful sort of rose color that's right there, pinky rose color. I love this lipstick on its own as well, but the two of them together, as you can see, that's what I'm wearing today, these two together, no liner. I find that when I wear one of the lip glosses, which is a very sticky lip gloss, it doesn't bleed outside my lips. I think because it's so sticky, it doesn't go anywhere, which is one of the reasons I like this formula. So if you can tolerate a sticky gloss, this one might be, and you tend to get stuff that migrates outside of your lip lines, you might want to try this just to see if you have the same, luck that I did. When I wear the lip glasses, they do not migrate outside my lip lines. So that's my favorite lip combo, or one of my favorite lip combos. And these MAC Mineralized Lipsticks are a beautiful, beautiful formula if you haven't tried them. It's very smooth on the lips. It wears a nice long while. It's not, it's very comfortable. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but not much. It's not matte. It's just sort of a cream lipstick. I really, really like them, and it comes in a lot of fantastic colors. Does it smell? It has a light scent like other MAC lipsticks. Not as strong maybe as some, but this color is just fantastic. And then one of the other lipsticks I've been wearing a lot this month, just because it's very easy to wear, and in the summertime I tend to like a lighter weight lipstick with a lot of gloss to it, and I thought I would talk about this one because I've been wearing it a lot and the new ones are coming. So this is one of the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencils. These are just a twist up fat, stick lip, lip pencil. They are very glossy and sheer, so there it is. But do you see how glossy it is? And they wear really, really nicely. These have come out in a couple of different collections as limited editions. This is in the color Spontaneous, which I believe is part of the release that's coming. So MAC is for those of you who don't know, MAC is releasing the patent polished lip pencils as a permanent item. So there's a bunch of them coming out, I think next week, the 5th of June, maybe in just a few days. I think the 5th or 6th of June maybe. I forget the exact date. If I can find it, I'll put it here. But this is the color Spontaneous, and I really like this color. It comes in a lot of different colors. One of my other favorite colors I don't think is coming out with this collection, so I didn't want to talk about it. But this Spontaneous, love it. I love this formula, but I like a lightweight, super glossy lipstick. So for me, these are perfect. And they're twist ups, so you don't need to sharpen them. It's perfect. I wanted to talk about a brush really quickly that I have fallen in love with, and I thought about not talking about it because you can still get them, but you're gonna have to get them on eBay. So it is a Tarte brush that came out as part of, I'll try to find the name of the brush and put it here. This came out as part of a QVC set a few months ago, and I saw a lot of YouTubers talking about it. And I didn't get the set from QVC. I don't typically buy like the IT Cosmetics sets and the Tarte sets from QVC because I find that I don't end up using the products that much, so I've stopped kind of buying them. But everybody was talking about this brush, and I was kind of bummed that I didn't get it. But so I went on eBay and found it, you know, still all packaged and everything, because a lot of people buy those sets and break them up and sell them to make a profit or whatever, or, you know, they break them up because they only want a couple of the products and then they're going to sell everything else. And so I think I paid $12.50 on eBay for this, and it was still all wrapped in its packaging and that kind of thing. So it was still brand new. And so if you ever like are watching QVC, that's the other reason I wanted to talk about it. If you're ever watching like QVC or some other program where they're selling a set and you don't want the whole set, but you're curious about the brush or something, if you go on eBay, people are always selling them. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about it because this one is one of my absolute favorite brushes. It's so soft. It's dense, but not overly dense. I love this for blending in powder foundation or mineral foundation, but you could also use it for a liquid. I'm a beauty blender person for my liquid foundations. I'm not a brush person, and I never have been. So love this brush. And lastly, I thought I would talk about a fragrance, because I have been loving this. This is the fragrance that I got from Scentbird. And I will say Scentbird sent it to me for free, so I would talk about their the Scentbird program, which I did, and I think it's a great program, but I really want to talk about this fragrance. And so the one that I selected, or was chosen for me really, because I went through their questionnaire and I let them pick a fragrance for me just to see how well it did, and it chose Carolina Herrera CH. So CH by Carolina Herrera. And so I got it, and I have to tell you, I've had it for quite a while. I love it. I love the fragrance. And I was kind of surprised at how much I liked it. It is very much a me fragrance. So it is a little bit of a deeper fragrance, but I do feel comfortable still wearing it even as it's getting warmer. It's not overpowering or anything like that. It's a, so when you first smell the fragrance, the top notes are very, mostly citrus to me. Like I get bergamot right away. I get some grapefruit. And then maybe like a hint of melon-ish in there, but not like overly sweet. And then as it starts to dry down a little bit, just for a short period of time, I get a little bit of a floral. I get jasmine for sure, and maybe a hint of rose. And then when it goes all the way down, when it dries all the way down, like the base notes are very much, it's very woody, like maybe cedar, definitely, or sandalwood. I get a little leather in there. I get some cinnamon. It's a very sort of warm, not overly spicy. There is cinnamon in there, but it's more of like a woody, like a sandalwood leather kind of thing going on, which is perfect for me. Perfect. It's sort of a natural, not overpowering. It's not, I tend to like fragrances that are not overly feminine either. So you typically won't see me fall in love with an overly floral scent, but the jasmine in this is there briefly, and it's nice and soft, and I like it. And then you sort of, the finish and what you smell all day is this leathery, cinnamon, woodsy, and that's so me. So I thought I'd talk about the fragrance. I don't have the full size, but I seriously would consider, when this runs out, buying a full size of the Carolina Herrera CH. I just love it. So I thought I'd talk about that. And then lastly, I want to talk about a fail. And like, I've heard nothing but raves about these products, and so I didn't pick it out in person, maybe that's my problem. I ordered one of the Clinique Cheek Pops, and this is in the color Melon Pop. For those of you who aren't familiar, I mean, they're all over. They come in like an acrylic package. They got a really pretty flower on there. And I ordered melon because I like, you know, a peachy, soft cheek. And I read so much about how beautifully glowy they are in the cheeks and stuff like that. I don't get anything out of this, to be perfectly honest with you. So let me swatch it. Now look, I'm really going at it. And so then you get a little color on your finger. But when I put this on my cheek, you can barely see it, and I don't get any sheen at all from this. And I've tried many, like you can see it there, but like I was expecting a really good, it's not, it's very, it looks, to me it looks almost matte there. I can't tell if you can, like if the camera's picking that up, but like I don't get any dewiness or sheen, or, and maybe it's because of the color. Maybe this wasn't a good color. So you guys will have to let me know, because for me, I have to layer like 3 layers of this to even see it. And I don't know, like I don't want to work that hard, but everybody loves these, and like I was like so underwhelmed. Like I don't think it's awful. I don't get what all the hype is about this. So maybe it's the color. So if there was a better color I should have gotten, let me know. But for me, this was just sort of really like, I was like, I wanted to love this. I thought I was gonna love it. So you guys will have to let me know. At this point, this is going back. So just because I don't, like it's not really anything special, so I'm not gonna keep it. But those are my favorites and one fail for the month of May. Please share with us in the comments what your favorites for the month were, and if you had any fails. I love reading all that, and I notice that everybody else reads it too, and there's a lot of discussion that goes on in the comments, which I love to see. So that is it for today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.